Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a reading for Pisces risings. If you want to check your sun, moon, and rising or any other placements, that's fine, whatever you feel called to do. But just know that the astrology here is for specifically Pisces risings. So this is going to be your astrology and tarot for the month of November. I will have all my guides linked in the description for each of these placements if you want to capitalize on the energy and kind of log it so you can kind of reflect back on the placements and stuff. And then the tarot deck I'm using is the Zerner Farber deck. It's my favorite deck. It's so pretty. I'll have it linked. You can get it on Amazon. Okay, so Pisces rising. So for November 13th, there's a new moon in Scorpio, and it's happening in your 9th house of higher education, philosophy, beliefs, and long distance travel. This house is ruled by Sagittarius, so that's kind of where like the travel comes in. It's like expansion, but mainly this resonates with like your beliefs and like higher education, religion, philosophy, stuff like that. So there's a new beginning, a new cycle that's happening here. You might be really focused on this and learning something new about this. For 4 days later, there's a Mars Cazimi in Scorpio. So basically in this area of your chart, Mars and the Sun are coming together, which is going to bring a ton of energy here. Especially after a new moon, there's just a ton of focus in this area of your chart. You could be like learning something about this. You could be like researching, because the full moon in Taurus, it was in your 3rd house of communication, writing, research. So I don't know if that correlates, but definitely like a new beginning here. And then November 27th, you have a full moon in Gemini in your 4th house of home, family, and property. You can think back 6 months ago to the new moon in Gemini, and if there's anything that was started in this area of your life, so living situation, home, family, stuff like that, property, the moon will be kind of shining light on something that you're either needing to like release emotionally, release physically, or kind of pivot or let go of completely. There's some sort of like release here. Okay, so let's see as far as tarot for Pisces risings. Okay, so right away with the Temperance here, I feel like the information you're receiving right now with all that happening in your 9th house is very divinely guided. The universe is trying to meet you in the middle somewhere, or give you an opportunity where things are finally coming into balance, possibly in relationships, or possibly in relationships with others. We did have a new moon eclipse in Libra that deals with relationships, so there could be like a new beginning or an ending here, probably an ending, and now an opportunity for you to kind of start fresh. With the 5 of Hearts in reverse, I feel like you had to let go of something in the past and kind of accept the loss of it, and it was really hard to let go of that, but I feel like you're kind of feeling ready to maybe start dating again, or you're feeling better about the situation. End of December, you do have a full moon in Cancer, which is your 5th house of dating, creativity, so there could be energy happening around that. But definitely there's something about a relationship here that you were letting go of, but I feel like now you're kind of ready to come out of that, and you've probably done a lot of healing with the 6 of Wands. There's a lot of growth here as far as healing, and I feel like you've been listening to the universe, and when you've just been like really in tuned to the messages and your intuition that you've been getting. With the 7 of Pentacles and Ace of Hearts, I feel like there is a new beginning here in a relationship or love, and I feel like you're starting to see that the work you've put in is starting to pay off with the 7 of Pentacles and Ace of Hearts. And you're starting to feel better about things. Like I said, things are kind of coming into balance, and you're starting to maybe coming out of like self-sabotage behaviors and being productive with the energy that you're receiving. With the Hanged Man though, I feel like you're being opened up to a lot of newer possibilities. It feels like there's a need for a little bit more rest though, to gain new perspectives, to make sure you feel really stable about moving forward. Or maybe this is a time for you to really manifest what you want in a situation or a relationship. And with that, it's like putting pen to paper and actually like writing out what you desire. It feels like maybe you're in like some sort of stagnant energy with that. And so it's like a really good time to kind of sit back. Or maybe you're wanting to date and get out there again, but something here is saying to take things slowly, maybe because you're feeling ready and you're feeling healed, but there's definitely a need to kind of like take a step back and making sure you're being really intentional with things. We have the Lovers in reverse here and the Fool here with the Five of Pentacles. It feels like, I don't know, I feel like you feel really good about the healing you've done so far, but possibly there's more, like maybe you've done a lot of healing from this person, but not from the situation and maybe the beliefs that you have taken on from this ending. Maybe you're still kind of feeling abandoned or out in the cold and you're wanting to move forward, but you need to make sure that you're wiping the slate clean and not carrying any baggage over. So I think that's why it's important to kind of take a step back and to do a lot of journaling and reflecting. With the Hermit here, again, this is a time for independence, to just kind of like take things slower. I feel like maybe you're feeling a lot of productive energy, especially after all of the eclipses, but by isolating a little bit more and working on yourself, it's gonna lead you and propel you forward into your wish fulfillment and the growth that you desire. So yeah, let's see, anything else. There's definitely mental clarity here about a partnership not working out. And I think that's why you're feeling really good, which is great. But sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean you're ready for a relationship. There definitely will be movement in this at the end of November. But yeah, there's something about getting, staying independent and building a foundation, building a good foundation in your environment. We have the Six of Hearts here, which is about home and like family. And then that's you're the full moon in Gemini happening in your 4th house on November 27th. So I definitely think there'll be movement in relationship next month. But right now, I think you're needing to really sit in your accomplishments as far as healing and build a really safe, steady, positive home environment. There's something you're going to be working through in your home at the end of November. So whatever that is, it seems to be positive, but getting that out of the way before you start this new beginning. And yeah, there's something here about just like getting clear on your manifestations and what you actually would like to do and what you actually desire and want in a relationship. And then the Four of Hearts in reverse. It's like not ignoring something, getting really, like any disappointments, getting really clear on how that helped you, because I feel like that can bleed into new opportunities coming your way. And so I think that's why there's a need for you to take time to really tie up any loose ends. Even if you feel really good and confident about moving on from the situation, it's almost like looking at like the subconscious parts of you and what that took on from the relationship, if that makes sense. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope that helped. Please let me know if that resonated. And then I'll have new moon and full moon guides linked below if you're interested in them. They're pretty affordable and you can kind of capitalize on the energy, journal. You'll have a more clear understanding about what's like happening, and it's just journal prompts that will take you through the energy to really have clarity on how it's affecting you and how it's affecting the collective. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next month.